Hello, welcome back. So in this example, it is said the load on a floor beam, the load on a floor beam of a commercial building are as below. So on the floor beam, these loads are acting. Dead load of 6 kilonewton per meter square, live load of 4 kilonewton per meter square, and roof finishing is of 1.5 kilonewton per meter square. Well, this roof finish will also come into the category of dead load because roof finish is the dead load. It is not a moving load. So dead load will be 6 plus 1.5, which is 7.5 kilonewton per meter square. So we need to find out the design load. We need to find out the design load for these two criteria, which is limit state of strength and limit state of serviceability. So in the previous example, I have calculated the design load for limit state of strength only. So here we will try to find out the design load for both criteria, and we will see what is the difference between the load that are being acted as per the limit state of strength and as per the limit state of serviceability. So again, to calculate the design load, sometimes it is called design load or sometimes it is called design factored load. So do not confuse, don't get confused with this. Design factored load, in some text, it may be called simply the design load. So whenever we use design, it means we are about to calculate the factored load. If we are calculating the working load, it means the load is without the application of the safety factor. So these loads are dead loads. These loads are the working load. So these are the loads without the safety factor. So we need to multiply these load with the safety factor to get the value of design load as per the design strength, I mean limit state of strength and the serviceability strength. To get the partial safety factor, again we can refer to this table which we have referred in the previous example, table 4. And for limit state of strength, we know the dead load partial safety factor for dead load is 1.5 and for live load is 1.5. So to get the value of factored load, we will simply multiply the load factor by the dead load. 6 is the dead load and 1.5 is the dead load of roof finishing. So we will add them and multiply by 1.5. So ultimately we get the factored dead load as 11.25. Similarly, we can calculate the factored live load, which is 1.5 times of 4. So 4 is the value which is given already in the exam, I mean in the question. So this is the calculated factored live load. So total design factored load in terms of limit state of strength will be 17.25. So for limit state of strength, the factor design load is 17.25. Now, if we calculate the factor design load for serviceability, so in that case, the partial safety factor will be changed, which will be 1 for dead load and 1 for live load. So again, I'm showing you the same from the IS code. So there you can see for limit state of serviceability. So if we take dead load factor for and live load factor as per serviceability, you can see here dead load will be 1 and live load for leading will be 1. While in case of strength, it will be 1.5, 1.5. Okay, so that is the difference here. So now dead load, I mean partial safety factor for dead load will be 1 and for live load it will be 1. So now these are the working load and if you multiply by partial safety factor, this will be 7.5. Similarly, for factored live load, this will be 4. Okay, so this is the factored live load as per the limit state of serviceability. So design factored load in the aspect of limit state of serviceability will be 11.5. So now we can compare the magnitude of the load for the limit state of strength and the limit state of serviceability. So now assume that if we take this load in the calculation of the design, it means it will cover only the serviceability aspect because as per the strength criteria, at least this much load is to be considered in the design. So if we take this load only, then we will be able to say that this design will satisfy only the serviceability criteria. But if we take this load in our design, then we can say that this load will consider the serviceability criteria as well as the strength criteria, because this load is higher than this load. Okay, so that is the difference. And generally in our design, we calculate the load as per the limit state of strength, because when we calculate the load from this criteria, we are able to cover the both aspect, which is strength and serviceability. And that is the main design principle of the limit state method. Thank you.